Prince Harry's upcoming memoir and its title, Spare, marks one of the most significant no-going-back moves made by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex since they stepped down as full-time working members of the firm in the spring of 2020, according to a royal commentator. Expert Victoria Murphy analysed the deep meaning behind the title of the book, to be released worldwide by Penguin Random House on January 10. Spare, the commentator and author believes, signals Harry is ready to publicly use a word normally not uttered outside of palace walls by members of the firm, even when they are the spare children. His public embrace of the word also signals, Ms. Murphy said, the Duke will talk about things he hasn't previously shared with the world, much to the concern of the royal family. She wrote in a comment piece for Town and Country magazine, of all the pivotal no-going-back moments since he and Meghan left royal life, this is perhaps the most significant. The man who once fiercely guarded his private life now wants to broadcast it, raw and unflinchingly. The prince, who spent his life inside the fold, is now on the other side, or perhaps we should say he is on another side. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's organisation, Archel, announced in July last year Harry was authoring an intimate memoir. Speaking about his book at the time, the Duke described it as a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful. Last week, the publisher shared more details about the book, including its title and publication date. While the content of the book is strictly under wraps, Penguin Random House signaled it will focus on Prince Harry's grief following the death of his mother, Princess Diana. The description of the book released last Thursday by the publisher read, "It was one of the most searing images of the 20th century, two young boys, two princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror." As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is that story at last. As noted by Ms. Murphy, the book promises to speak with raw, unflinching honesty about Harry's life. The publisher added, "Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief." Prince Harry's deal with Penguin Random House is just one of the several ventures he has embarked on following his decision to step down as a working royal 2 years ago. The Duke, who will donate his proceeds from the memoir, also shook hands with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify to create audio and video content. For the latter, Meghan has launched a podcast series titled Archetypes, which explores labels that try to hold women back, while for the former Archel Productions announced last year Harry was working on Heart of Invictus, a docuseries focused on the inspiring stories of some of the athletes who took part in the Invictus Games held at The Hague in April. While it hasn't been officially announced yet, Meghan and Harry are also expected to release for Netflix a docuseries focused on themselves, as mentioned by the Duchess in a recent interview with Variety magazine. Since bowing out of the royal family as its working members, Meghan and Harry also opened up about the struggles they experienced while members of